for this best of 3, and I'm looking forward to it. It should be an exciting best of 3 to come.
Now this is a map that Bestia seemed like they want to maybe go back to a little bit of home ground, but up against Sharks, it's a whole different avenue, different beast. And Doc is part of that reason. Tagged up pretty low. This hold in mid. Very strong. Naz and Thomason, a dynamic duo. 2 different angles. They shut it down. Gafolo, I mean, 1v4? How about it?
Be fun. Got 2 guns. That could help, but not for long. Not gonna matter too much there. The Bestias, they run past the competition. Run on through it. Bestia shutting things down there with some quick kills. Said Ancient, you know, we got to watch this not too long ago for Bestia, but it does feel like the perfect map where even with some of the role changes, Thomason as an individual can still really succeed.
So with RDN set up, this A exec could be very strong.
Oxy wins out in the opening duel. They're still walking out towards A. Thomason ready, not taking contact until they've already scaled so aggressively. Noxy tries to walk through the smoke and to no avail. Quick dismissal here and a nice lineup for Nyx and Gafolo. Working in tandem. Keep things nice, safe, and sound. Doc will finish off the last kill on the sneaky Naz. It's all about keeping it simple. That's some nice timing right there, Noxy. Internal clock ticks. And he gets another opening advantage here. Gafolo bested again. As I had too much fun dealing with Noxy in this mid-campaign. This time a lot more reinforcements over towards this A side, so.
Well, here we go again.
Down B.
Bestia liked this move a lot. Yesterday. Ready and waiting is Doc. This has got to be a trade out of Luchov. Great flashbang. Layered in there by Pink, and so he goes down.
Oh.
Might still be a chance, though. Those chances starting to fade away. 2 still towards B, but it's the A bomb site that they target. Sharks have chosen correctly. They've only got Naz to contend with.
I wouldn't think Naz is still here, but they're still so diligent. Nick's very aware. HE to blow open the smoke, but he misses out on his opportunity. Now he exposes himself without getting anything for it. They have to dance, though, in between a rock and a hard place here. CT spawn and Donut, and now it's up for the new guy here to try and clutch up. Look at a clothesline. Noxy on the inbound here steps forward to try and take down Luchov, but Luchov won't allow that to slide. And nothing given right there. They're gonna pop through the smoke, though. They're waiting, and as I said, just wait and spam the smoke there like Pank does. He knocks down 2. Quick double. Can't escape those. The flames do overwhelm him, and Luchov trying to push a smoke up. Nyx tears through the competition. This guy already showing what he's made of here. Didn't get to prove it last round, but surely will this time.
This should be
outside looking in, and Naz, it's the same case.
Round should be over here. Thomason's the only one who's got a say in this thing. He's got the big rifle. He's also got the kit. Again, this is a phenomenal angle, though, to be taking and anticipated, but still can't best him and dink through the edge of the box. That'll shut it down. The 1v3 wasn't a good enough reason to walk away. 5 HP.
Set your teammates up for success. Maybe you just kind of fall back into that retake, because at that point, Luchov's a little too late to push that smoke. Timing's not necessarily threaded. It could have been. Nyx continuing to take advantages here. Given a lot of resources here for good reason. Scout. Oh, and a headshot from Noxy. Close range with a 5-7 as well. And there's another multi-kill opening. This time, Luchov is ahead of the smoke, and he's able to succeed because of it. Looking for more, though. That'll be where he gets overwhelmed. Thomason's quick on the scene, though, with an AK in hand, ready to go. Looking for these quick taps. Does overwhelm the first. RDN does knock down a couple of kills, but Thomason comes through just when he needs to. 9 and 2 for him in rotation.
From long, that's just so difficult to deal with. So many angles. For a round that Sharks really accelerate before they have any utility in place to deal with those.
Bestia just surviving despite the tough economical situation. Walla will quickly trade things out. Pank does have full control of this B side after the smoke push coming through. A lot of information going forward. Wow. Noxy getting wild with it. Pank trying this the same. They do not have the weaponry for this. Neither does Naz.
What's more wild? The
I don't
fact
think I've
that
seen anything more wild than
he
that.
swung that wide, or that it almost worked.
Well, you know, if you never stop swinging, it's tough to aim at him.
I mean,
Just
that's
kept on
what,
moving.
I think that's what Koala found out. Like, man, this guy just keeps going. How am I supposed to
Yeah,
get him?
let that be a lesson right there for everyone.
The whole round. Readied up for the B stack. Bestia. Sorry, B rush. My bad.
It's about the CTs rushing B. Works better for them. RDN will keep it nice and safe. But they make it very expensive here. Pricey round already now.
Once the bomb goes down, it's pretty simple. Pretty self-explanatory for Sharks. Might have just been trying to jump around the corner into safety. Oh!
He got told to jump and he asked how high here. How quick can they shut down this mid hold there? Thomason whips out the sidearm, but Naz was so flashed he couldn't really provide much coverage still. Went out on all of the fights here all over the map towards the cave side, double up towards middle.
That would be a wild game.
The Rainbow Six, they're hunting Nyx down though. And they get him without losing anything. That's after time as well, so 450 bones for him to hold on to.
Toss in a location and he will do his job.
Used to have. You're bringing in some newer talent, newer players. This HE flashbang combo's perfect. Thomason still able to turn in time. Folo forward facing, covering off the B aggression that he knows is coming. Luchov not long for this world as well. There, Gafolo bests him, and very loud after that last win there. Sharks shut it down.
Makes it 7-5 and very respectable. Bestia still holding the lead, you know, a tight one at that. For the attack, but the bomb is at B right now.
What they do here, into the side they go. That's a whole lot of body shots for the dual Berettas, but no headshots connected just yet. So bomb planted on a bit of an island here as well, as he has still have 2 lurks to work through, and they know it here. Gafolo speeds up on the retake, as opposed to taking a measured approach. Noxy finds the Molotov. He's got a Molotov here for the bomb.
But it missed.
Smokes, 10-second defuse, but it did miss. You're exactly right. So that Molotov does a whole lot of nothing. It's going to be headshots required
Oh,
here.
he got him!
Get him off the bomb! He got him off the bomb. Naz tucks into the corner, but the dual Berettas. They succeed. Nyx knows he's got this round in the bag. Oh my god, though, a little bit of chaos to throw into the mix there from Noxy.
I mean, that is awful close, though. So very fortunate that they noticed that miss with the Molotov spreading to the top of the corner there. Yeah, this is the moment where he's like, wait a second, something's not right. There's fire up on the roof. Lucky to get away with that one, and I think Naz probably thought that the round had been won.
And a lot of times if Sharks are getting poached, you know they have had a good team in the past. Right now, this is the best iteration I've seen from this roster in quite some time. It's a great sign, but Thomason tearing through some of the middle fights here. Taking some duels, quick double up. And he's ready to turn the tides in his favor, make it a third. As Thomason will just eat them up.
A little unlucky for Gafolo, who's clearing close. And the shots are at Doc, but he's the one to fall. Oh, nice bait switch moment. Pank had the right idea, but this MP9 still deadly.
Terrorists win.
So they're about to let him out.
Right now for the side of Bestia, getting them through first half and now leading off in the second. that triple kill entry. As ready with some spam here, Doc. So you're gonna look to press the smoke here. They're already up the ramp, but there's a quick kill. Sidelining Naz and looking for more here. Close range with that MP9 doing so much damage, but so are these players on the site. Gafolo gonna deny the bomb plant, stuck in between this Molotov and smoke. And eventually Koala gonna track the kill. Tom is in sidelined as well. They managed to survive a couple very low HP duels.
And the same true with the continued cave control. Pressure starts to mount on the backside, and Bestia stall out. Sharks have the spam available to them. And goodbye to Noxy, who tries to change the entire conversation around cave. Unfortunately, he's only lost his life. Gotta win some of these duels, though. Key moment for Doc. Gets the info. Now they can continue to put on the pressure. It's a lineup for Luchov. That is the break they need. And breaking away, another frag is Tomazine. Bestia should have this chance in the round, but what a commitment from Luchov. Now Tomazine, he's low. Oh, but he's made the right call. He gets all the way around to the back lane. We'll just stick it, though. Nick's holding onto the bomb, and watching is Koala. That is such an absurd round where Luchov wins them the site and then just takes too far of a step forward.
And I don't know how, like, again, great player, made some big splashes in 2024. It's good to see him on Ancient here because I feel like that's one of the maps where I see him most active, but going for a fast B play here. Good way to close the distance with the pistols and Tech 9s, but still a massive multi-kill from Doc. Gafolo follows up, and they've got a good stranglehold on this bomb site for a short period of time here. Koala steps in, and the rotate's quick enough. No guarantees here, but Luchov needs to be the savior once again. Koala's just walked through the smoke. He spotted it. So does Ardian. No respect given here for poor Luchov. He can't plant his feet in the clutch before it's overwhelmed. And now, Sharks circling the waters. They are so good at pressing this B extremity here. Doc and Ardian join forces, and setup gets dismantled here. So smoke fades away. Ardian lines up the last two. It dismisses them with ease.
You know, as the smokes start to fade away, they have the numbers, and they fight with more bodies, essentially, and catch Bestia off guard, despite the fact that their entire round was set up to catch that aggression.
Much more fight here already with a man down. Make it 2. Stock follows it up. Follow started. Sharks for now have conceded this space. We want to punch in the digits at the very least. Also take cave control crucially. And hope that this is enough here to make it work in the post plant. To make it work in the 5v3 as they start to close in on them. Circling like sharks at the moment as smokes fade away. Leaves them in a forward-facing duel up against Tomazin, but the quick reactions coming through here. Naz labored for the first kill. Cost him everything here. Sharks close out Ancient. They show up with confidence. They step into the second half with only a single round loss to their name. Ace. Good take right there.
Yeah. I mean, how can you hate Captain America, you know?
True.
That would be un-American.
What's going on here? Up to the hanky-panky right now. He snuck through. Looking to get cut off, and Gafolo just blasts him. Fake worked so hard to sneak on in there. Looking to catch him off guard. And Gafolo just says, no thank you.
That'll happen. Got a crossfire, though. You're on the B site. And as that smoke starts to fade, there isn't another one to take its place. Just a flashbang. And I guess that might help. Unfortunately, Doc with being counter flash, and pretty simple for RDN's out.
Just couldn't put my finger on why. It's because they do not mess around on those ecos, just sitting there waiting the whole half.
5 Glocks, that means they're sending it.
They say, let's lose fast, guys. Or sometimes win.
Yeah, we either run them over or we lose. It's one or the other.
Yeah, that's an underrated factor about teams. That's usually one of my favorite things about good teams here. Luchov, able to open things up. Needed that, but they still have so much more resistance they're running into. Ardian looks to pick up the AK and eventually put to rest. Volo still sticking around on this bomb site with only a P9, but good utility is going to keep him in good position, and jumping past that smoke, he manages to do a lot of damage. Blowing open that smoke here, and they're not ready. They're not in position. Molly goes in as well, and Pank gonna have to be delayed even longer on this bomb plant.
Pank, but in a post-plant scenario. So when the bomb goes down, they get the confirmation. Walla and Nix, oh, just trying to get up ahead of that fight. Pank is trying to be aggressive, and Walla reads him like a book.
Walla doing that well. Getting that defuse off. Pank not giving a big moment to step up in a clutch. It's a good time.
What a chunky nade it would be. Try. Oh, nobody has one. Feels bad.
Hawk's gonna be in for a real rude awakening here.
What?
Wow, they don't check. They never check. How did he get away with that? They're lining up utility right on the other edge of that wood panel. You can't believe your eyes there that Doc manages to make that look so successful, and it's just a non-starter. You can't jump through that smoke. The flashes won't connect. Thomas can shoot through that smoke, though, that's for sure. Noxie not sneaky as he was hoping. That is insanity.
That's twice over now that I have questions about Bestia really trying to force their way through a smoke. The last time it happens, you know, it's a little bit more reasonable. This time, I don't feel like they ever really had the space to work with. But Folo also, shout out, making just some really intelligent moves to deal with that. It seems like he's aware that they like to do that, kind of heralding back to what you were talking about on the death segment, that, you know, this is Sharks maybe putting in a little bit of work, at least Scafolo, and just being in a perfect position to deal with that play.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seems like here. You get away with a massive play like that. Just Doc's so happy that...
Yeah, I mean, he's often the aggressor for Bestia in these situations. We saw him, you know, the one successful frag that he gets is in doing that, breaking open the banana side. Doc, so committed. Gets the flash in. Free fire out of Pank, and it's good for a frag. Eats a nade.
One flashbang towards B. Look at the beta react, get the communication rolling. And now the end goal towards A taking place here. They are not healthy enough to survive the fallout of apartments. Great follow-up flash, and the trades are even better. Thomason answers the call and looks to end this round. They're running past the smoke, though. Thomason's in between the two and manages to sneak around it so effectively.
And him making that aggressive move is the kill shot. Is the victory. His best, yep. Find their first. Get it moving. Alright. Luchov done with those shenanigans. He's thinking, let me show you what I can do. Double kill. Sees neither of them.
It's not getting any easier from that point there. Inside the flames. Oh my god. Wall actually goes down there to Naz with the flames.
With that round, Bestia, they got him. That's the econ reset.
Terrorists win.
They get the opportunity, they'd love to pick into Inferno. As you can see, there is already that range here. A bit of a slower play style at the moment. Diving out of apartments here. Nash overwhelms and works that defense so effectively.
Such a sacrificial play.
Diving into the pit there, tanking all of those shots just to land the entry.
I mean, normally, your in-game leader asks you to be that guy that Naz was right there. And you think, yeah, you're probably insta-dead. But for him to get the entry and then find another one too, that's insane. Absolutely incredible. And you and I know we're talking about yesterday that, you know, for me, when Naz was initially picked up on this team, I think they needed a change, but I really wasn't sure if this was the change. He's really shown off that he can, you know, build in and build up to the level that this roster needed from him.
As on this team, I mean, he struggled quite a bit in the early stages of this team when he first joined off of the La Rucanetta squad. A little delayed peak there. They look for a pace change. They want to speed it up, and so far so decent. Koala will continue to hold off effectively inside of the apartment. It's a huge wrench in the system. They're struggling a little bit to fight out of this position. Luchov sticking around there, dancing inside the smokes, but as the dust settles, man advantage for the CT side. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nick's getting crazy, and Noxy spins for the win.
It's Doc not out. He's got the gun. 5-7. Anything's possible with this here weapon. Fortunately, if you don't hit the shots, nothing can get started. The questions I have, I'm just kind of wondering, like, Koala had so much space to work with. Obviously, he doesn't know that, but that don't really have answers.
That was definitely a shock to the system right there. They're looking to bounce back. They had that last round, it felt like, in the palm of their hands. Wanted to continue to put their foot on the gas, though, and that proved to be a costly decision. Knicks with the AWP out, though, could be an interesting change, but they give over apartments control, and they're following in their footsteps. Naz looking, again, to try and be as effective, but a little slower of a walkout here. It opens up some opportunities. Out in the open with the op. Noxy sacrifices some of his teammates' HP for those kills, and Noxy puts it into a clutch. 1v2 opportunity for him to shine. Punches in the digits here. This guy's so good in the clutch right now, and with low HP on Cafolo. Not seeing any kits either. This is on here.
I mean, they're taking so long to get into position as well. Cafolo going to be the first to face. Sacrificial in many instances, but Doc is a little bit too far behind. But they finally turn. It's that step behind that honestly could have been the spacing error that loses the round, but it's what wins it.
Koala. Start things off. This situation here, a whole lot more effective. Straight opener.
Shadow gave Koala away in a big way there.
There's no resistance here. Oh my god, Thomason. That is brutal. Thomason looking to take this one by force as well. Doc's not long for this world. Yeah, he's sidelined.
On the triple box, but still, it's been leaving him without much of an impact. That's especially painful when he was the, you know, key that we were talking about to give Sharks a, you know, an early strong start on the CT side of Ancient. Bestia clawing back to a 6th round and hoping for a 7th. Little repeat action of a 7-5 half.
Scale up this B side. Forcing out a smoke from RDN, but they're gonna, again, just completely ignore that. HE to blow it open. Luchov already looking in the right direction, but they can't land the trade. RDN makes some work for it. Proves to be costly at the end of the day. Flank coming through here. Well, a lot of pressure put on his shoulders. He dances around the smoke. Thomason will punish. That's all on the shoulders of the new guy. Once again, left into the clutch here, but this one feels a whole lot less likely. Long range duel with that MP9. I do not give him much favor. He does separate the crossfire already, though, jumping into this fight. And he chases down Naz. Does not allow him to settle. Thomason will eventually walk through.
set their sights towards A and found a lot of success. So as the half switches, Bestia grab back a lead, and they'll see if they can run this one back a little bit better with 7 rounds to start.
Already looking to assert some dominance here on this map is Bestia. Stepping down in towards second mid, punished by Koala. The execution lines in towards B. Naz quick on a rotate here. Flash is eaten. This is all a ruse here. They've sold it hook, line, and sinker right now. All the rotates have rotated over towards the B side. And free A. And they don't know this. Here's still a long-range fight, but in a panic, Tank tries to deny access. Can't do so for too long. They've got the bomb planted on the A side.
And honestly, now, Sharks just have to not take fights. They have the crossfire. Trying to approach this is going to be a little bit more difficult. Ooh, okay. And gets it started. That breaks off that crossfire. Now Koala has to be the important factor. Removed from the back of the site is already in. He still got the bomb. An extra teammate potentially in this clutch. And as it's held, it's the 1v1. And now up to Pank, who starts out on the right foot, but he's already lost to the timer. No chance against Koala, who dominates the round in ace fashion.
It's a retreat.
So clear that Sharks just want to test this. Great flashbang, though. Oldie but a goodie in so many cases. Fortunately, they'll run down, so it's limited the damage. Molotov will make Tank's life very difficult. He can't swing as effectively behind it, though he tries but fails.
First out of the Galil right there from Nyx. Completely devastates. They're sticking around like they want to make a retake of this. The question is, for how long are they going to camp out here?
You have
Molly ready to go. They're lining that up. It is finally dispensed right on the 2-box position. Flushes them into a forward-facing fight, but one they're not prepared for here. This could be a trap setup as Noxie looks to retreat. Naz will look to do the same, but there's no way he's making it out. And now Noxie's put into question. Fola will be shut down, and they will chase, follow in his footsteps, but Noxie too quick, holding on to his AWP. Bestia fall victim to a very explosive B hit right there. Sharks holding nothing back out of the gates. Molly there, that doesn't scare Noxie off at all. Forward for a quick fight. Flashbangs forward. Brackets control attempted. They've got the scaling smokes already down, so you knew this from the very get-go, that they're ready to go in towards this bomb site. They're getting flanked right now, and they're boxed in a very uncomfortable position. Thomason wanted to push the smoke there. He realizes better as the silence on the map. But Doc and Gafolo spring into action at a moment's notice, and they evacuate brackets. They're going to reclaim it here on the CT side, though. They're looking for a fight. They want to tussle, and they're running into a crossfire of these MP9s. Nas picks up an AK. Can he find anything extra? He looks to survive. He will catch another kill. As on the next, Noxie comes in on the rotation and will cover off Doc. I feel like Sharks might have just overcooked that one just a little bit.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there, buddy. But still, I'm a little bit miffed that Sharks are so willing to run it back. We'll try again. Leave Noxie unattended. That's a great trade.
Oh, spotted out Naz in the no man's land, but he fights his way out of it. He's still alive. Thomason and Naz walk it in, 2 kills apiece. Is it active right now? Is it keeping you warm?
It is.
See if Pank is warm right now. It has to be hot to hold this B side off. Overwhelmed eventually. Luchov in position though. The trades are effective as can be for Sharks as the B side once again works out. This smoke isn't providing the necessary coverage, so bomb does go down still. It got planted just in time. RDN eventually trades it out again. Constantly forced to trade out his teammates here.
Oh, this reposition, though, for Koala. This is the round-winning play. Him getting tucked up into this corner. There's almost nothing to be done now. If RDN just plays a waiting game. Go for information. Now he hears them coming.
Ooh.
Great clear, though, out of Naz. Now it's possible. They got to get moving. And moving they do. Planted for him, and that is indeed.
Naz being able to win that crucial duel changes the tides completely. I'm not planted for. Banana either makes it very difficult. This time, Pank sent forward. They want to take control of Banana, something that they haven't necessarily been able to accomplish. They're sticking around, still interested in it. Luchov. Just a burst of his rifle and a tag through the wall as well. Onto Doc. For further damage. So the CT side, as the dust settles and Zed duel ends up finishing off. Ends up favorable for the CT side. Back towards A they go. Into a crossfire that's so incredibly deadly. Have to spin on these kills, but they do crack through nonetheless.
I mean, crucially, Naz going down, though, as well from the Absolurk. Third phase of that attack gives Sharks the advantage in the post plant. We got one walking wounded in RDN, but Luchov is healthy. Boy, he's reading into this. He's looking for it. RDN gets away, though, and the time-buying measure that this means. So difficult. Smoke maybe piecing him up a little bit, but Noxy holding and waiting. They're out of time. Or not. Koala's sitting on the site. I shot Shirley. Surely he would find the spam. I guess my bad to Luchov. I was not familiar with his game of sticking that smoke. I made an assumption I shouldn't have made.
Familiar with his ability to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Clearly.
Thompson gives him a couple ticks in that molly, but oh, beautiful HE. You gotta dodge that ball there. That's not easy.
Yeah, that one's not a dodgeball. That one hurts a lot more. Those are explosive.
I don't know, have you ever been hit in the face with a dodgeball?
Yeah.
My HP just goes down.
There's a nice photo out there.
I would need to see it now. We'll see if they can finish off this one. Just a solo walkthrough from Doc. Molly's great. Luchov is burning and flashed up. In a pure panic. He will get leveled out there. Naz is also struggling to dodge the bullets. He would be taken care of. They've got another retake situation on their hands here. But Bestia have been able to survive it this far. Why not another one? Oxy's running away, though.
I feel like this was the same situation, to be honest with you. Just insert Thomas in with Luchov. And
He's already got the first.
On to Koala as well.
Knocking out one quick kill. Oh, and they just start to crumble. At the seams, Thomasin waiting for his teammate to activate for a trade. They don't check him. They don't check him, and a little bit of trigger discipline could go a long way, but not a lot of health. He doesn't last too long, so Bestia with 3 gritty rounds in a row to get the job done.
And he can't even respond this time. We got him. We got him, boys. This is Bestia, though, coming in 6 maps straight win-wise on this one. You know, those are disparate, right, from the end of last season and not even the very end of last season into the beginning of this one. But see what they got. The upper hit coming through, and Gafolo on a dime. He turns, rocks him out of the round, and Bestia, well, they are going to try. That's a nice looking shot, though.
That's a nice start there from Pank. As he'll be looking to take down the young star of Nyx. As youthful as he is, Pank got to step forward here. He's running out of time. And things looking to expire past the point of Pank's opportunities. Just step forward. He knows what the last two are, and RDN will be able to best him in the end. So keeps it nice and safe and sound. Gafolo, though, with the quick spins is what really gets him into that A bomb site, dealing with the dualies and then finding the follow-up. Our Sharks flawless in ECL. Bestia have won the last 5 or so of their ECL matches. They've been doing good. Headshots rolling out though. East side covered those FAMASes. Well, the FAMAS. It's left standing, having some good coverage right now. Folo made a decisive move. It's going up into heaven here now as well. This is not being covered.
The longer this takes, though, the more likely I think that he won't get something out of this. Luchov is blinded, and it actually helps him out. He doesn't swing initially, and he goes overlooked. Folo 1v2. Pink's already picked up a kill, but I think there's still questions of where he's going to be located. Gafolo certainly doesn't seem aware, but he drops down the vent in time to ensure that Pink doesn't get vision. No time for any shenanigans. Gotta just commit to this bomb plant.
Oh, so smart. Routing into the double doors, closing it. This gives him opportunities to now play off the time. Pink following his footsteps. He's going to stick it. Low on HP.
Wow.
Gafolo is going to have time to open up that single door. The question is, will he? He's going to be in a race here to try and walk forward. But yeah, I mean, just too low, a little too hesitant for Gafolo as the defuse gets stuck right in the face. And the round going to be converted from that point.
Maybe getting the information on the low HP, probably part of the consideration. Regardless, Bestia breaking another victory. Good on the board. And it's, you know, the FAMAS as well to get him into that position. More than that, though, in this round. Far more they have to work from. Sharks lose 2 on the inbound. The yard aggression.
Still letting him scale pretty effectively. He's hoping that he can get a close-range duel from that MP9, and that's exactly the luxury he's going to be afforded. Trade's going to be available here. Snix does find it, then collapsing through. Koala and the chaos steps forward. Doesn't last too long, though. Nix was looking to route up the vent, but now can only stick around here towards that lower side, opening up that single door, and should be safe to plant.
Yeah, but there's no availability to get out here. He's got a lot of utility. None of it is the smoke or the Molotov that would give him the support. Maybe he doesn't need it. Luchov through the double door, and he's spotted, seen. Running out of ammunition, though, and that will be the kicker. Right in the teeth, as Nix's 1v2.
Overwhelmed eventually. Really gonna keep the pressure up. It comes down to a 1v1. You know you're gonna get a forced buy with the bomb plant. Gonna continue to put the effort in. Nice shot there. Doc caught. He'll be shot down once again. The AWP Sings opening up for Noxy.
I really don't know about this buy for Sharks.
I love it. It's high value.
Yeah, it's just high risk. It's just high risk as well.
Up against this Noxy op. They just continue to drop, but at least they trade him out. As you said, high risk. You can be rewarded greatly. That is if you win the round. You'll be rewarded with complete economic devastation for that CT side. They're hoping for that, but Thomason's unrelenting. Gonna re-aggress. Kind of prepared for this, though.
Yeah, they're waiting for something, and they're gonna get it. Thomason back turn. There's just so much that he's looking to clear there. And least of all, Sharks' actual position deep in yard. Back behind a red. Bestia got to start to fill in the gaps, and it's going to have to be Luchov again.
Oh, so comfortable, but he does end up taking a little bit for that kill. Puts it into another 1v1. Another clutch. They get away with it 3 times in a row. 3rd time's the charm, but only for Bestia. As they continue to win in these clutches, Pank this time steps up, and this time denies the bomb plant.
Yeah, a detail that means absolutely nothing, but this knife getting some use. Had 8 kills on the stat track. Start of this series. We're up to 10. I don't know how Doc got down there without taking any damage. There was a lot of nades, a lot of utility flying through, but Noxy overwhelmed. That's a bomb plant. Now this is value.
Do look to speed it up with high value bomb plant. Flashbang goes in a little bit disrupted. More damage. Thomas in low. He's gonna wait for Pank, but he's not gonna have the time to wait and sit around. Koala. Another 1v1, another clutch. Smoke goes down on top of that bomb. Pank's gonna pray. Hope that he can dodge the bullets here. So far, so good. And another clutch. 1v1s that Bestia have mastered. Pank gets away with it in back-to-back rounds this time.
That's one to talk about in the recap when you're looking at coach. You know, what do we need to do differently next time?
Oh, they're walking into the meat grinder here. Great setup. Trio of defenders to walk through, and I don't think it's going to come down to a clutch this time around. If Folo could make it a 1v1 here again, that would be incredible.
Bonus points if it's Pank.
If you manage to target everyone perfectly so that Pank is in another clutch.
I mean, that's actually, if there was a world, we're in it, because Panks is the one
the other side
most
of the map
far
right
removed.
now.
Yeah. And it's the double swing coming. Oh. Honestly, Nas getting away with one. Gafolo low-key behind the wall on his screen, but...
Down low. That's one way to start it. Noxy gave the, or rather Naz gave the AK over to Noxy so that he could make that play. Go down to 10 HP. And now Pank looking for the clothesline on the inbound of that play. Towards the ramp side. Doesn't get away with much damage at all. Luchov where he needs to be in time. Rotating into ramp and finding success. He shut down this prong. Smoke confirms the positioning. Now he repositions to cover the outer yard. He has to jump on Doc. He's all over the map, defending every last avenue. Thomas is gonna succeed in towards Squeaky. Luchov right now, the player in the server that's taking over. He goes and helps out A while he's at it. 4 kills in the round. Bestia remain clean as can be.
In the spot on this map that he can't be. He's the ramp player, the yard player, and the A defender, all at the same time.
Roll cells don't know what to do with Luchov.
Just don't believe in the 7-1 on Nuke, no matter who it is.
Okay. See. Comebacks are always coming through into fruition. That is a nice flash, making sure Luchov cannot fight forward any longer. Tired of him getting away with so much success. Sharks make sure that he cannot see his targets. And that's probably the best way you can deal with him at the moment.
It feels like if he has vision, he's getting the kill.
It's a good reaction here. Bestia off the back with that. Going reaggress, and even though promising reaction, end up overwhelmed on the A side. Trying to reaggress. There's that lobby lurk still in play. Koala collects a freebie. They aggress in on Noxy. And I think you were onto something right there, because that is a very swift bounce back. See if Koala has a lot more of that. Be able to systematically deal with Luchov in the outer yard last round. Might be a different direction. What is that? That's unbelievable. Thomason turns on a dime here and blinded up Naz. Only good for one. The trade's still valuable here on Bestia. You give him a chance here, but Sharks coming out a whole lot stronger. Luchov trying to make a move through that smoke. He threads the needle. Only for a single. And Oxy left on the outside of these smokes looking in on the bomb site.
He's made the audio cue. They know he's here. Honestly, just tuck in. There's no need to swing, no need to do anything until contact is made. Necessary by RDN, it's by Koala, second vent. I can't believe he's still looking to go for this, but... Yeah, they don't even really have the money. That's a little bit of a question mark for Noxie, but
Keep your distance. At that point, it's more powerful.
I think that makes it better.
Sniper at that point here. From Moss is accurate as well. Thomason looks for a double. Limited though, as Pank still holds down the line, and they have Luchov to deal with still on the site. So low on HP, Gafolo not available for the trade. Luchov will fall eventually. That Nova's coming into play, and eventually Noxie will be able to make it sing. They called me. They'll look to split in towards Mini though here. That's a fact. They aggress in towards this A side. There's a nice little trio. Running through the molly's not ideal, but RDN's still finding ways to fight forward. And Naz is in hot water. Flying up the vents, Thomason in a little bit of a panic. They get past it, and Gafolo very happy with the end result of that round. Trying to build Sharks up some momentum. 1v1s are incredibly costly. Especially 4 of them. So I'm with you. I think this is a half that Gafolo can be proud about. But now you have to bring in energy into that second half. You got to make up for some of those clutches. Gafolo sets the tone. Doc pokes its head up. No one identifies to play on top of the hut. Those dual Berettas can sing. And Koala does so much damage. His teammates capitalize. Sharks win the pistol in the second half, and that's going to be the conversation to get them right back into this map.
Seems like the Sharks guys just, you know, really have that refrag training going on the paint bomb site. This is, yeah, very fortunate. A lot of whiffs, but he's hitting it.
They've got full ramp control. There's no resistance here. It's a little bit problematic.
They've got knockdown lower-ish, but...
Yeah, he's where he needs to be in time at least. Especially if there's no coverage for the bomb plant. That's a little bit awkward. Luchov looking to collapse in, but Ardian's out. Comes in time. Rotate over in towards the double doors, and Naz left a little bit alone. Able to fight here. The Tech 9, they chase him down though. They don't let him get away with too much before shutting that clutch attempt down. That one... Noxie feeling comfortable, they can play that slower style. Right now it's 7 and 12. They're gonna speed it up. They're gonna continue to keep it fast and aggressive A play. And immediately shut down. Flashes don't quite connect as they had hoped. Doc and Gafolo a duo apiece. And this is unrelenting here. Noxie not gonna be given any help. This is spam coming through. That's a crazy entry on a Gafolo. What is that?
I mean, he just deserves it. Like, absolutely insane, man. Walk away and save, no thanks. Get down vent angle. He made it down, but Koala there to catch him.
Yeah, having that sort of preparedness makes you think that you gotta push on the extremities. You gotta push on outer yard or something. Maybe ramp. Maybe ramp is the way to go here. As I highlighted, this is a team that likes to go fast early on their T sides. They're gonna chase down and towards this lower site. Koala has not retreated through the double, or glass rather. Instead, RDN turns the corner and is surprised by the aggression. This time, a fake on the bomb plant and a trade that's as quick as can be. Bestia turn up the heat to 10, forcing Nix and Gafolo onto what looks to be a safe formation for them. Just dry fights towards the outer yard after that. Just taking as many duels as possible. Bestia trying to play off the confidence. They managed to trade it out somewhat effectively. Gafolo and Koala both step in just when necessary. Noxie now has been calling out a confident game plan, left in a familiar situation here. Last alive. Left to pick up the pieces. Has a chance to. 1v3 turned 1v2. Looks like he has a decent understanding of where these last two players are. Another fake, but the flank from RDN overwhelms. Sharks move on up.
Fast fights and dry fights too in yard. Didn't quite work out. Nade though into the smoke will be Luchov's demise.
Dude, Noxie could
go.
try and respond. But now, Op kind of revealed. He just keeps swinging, though. At first, you don't succeed. Try again. But RDN gonna get him on his third little peek through. Hank's available for the trade. Now they're working the map. Now they got backs turned. Folo looking to punish. And he goes straight into the crosshairs of Thomason, who turns around just the same. Wallace snuck up the vents. He's still an unknown quantity. That won't remain true for very long, though. Down to 22 HP. Thomason will fall, but does so much damage on his way out. And there's only a one-way street now with that molly down. That's gonna be through squeaky door, but there's another door that opens.
A little bit of time to sort him out.
Naz, gun out, gun out, gun out. Where's he going? You're running out the map.
That's ridiculous. It just, all I can think of is he forgot. You know?
He was ready to get out of there, man. Shift, he clocked out, getting me home. Ran straight to the parking lot here. Fast hay play, though. No time to park our seats just yet. On the top of the flames, so much damage done. So much distraction calls from RDN. The flank comes through as fast as can be. They're not prepared for it. And a jumping koala. And a quick rotate from Doc.
You got me.
We're entering into the longest game of all time here, I feel like.
You might be. You have a knack for that kind of thing, to be fair.
Third map. Little overtime action while we're at it here. These teams cannot be separated. Do we have another A play? Is this one going to go any better? The flashes connect. The trades are decent, but the CT side is so quick at getting where they need to be. Doc from the heavens, rotating and being the savior here. Luchov looking to make a difference, but only a quick kill from his Tech 9. 4 HP for Koala as well, but Shark still rotating in time.
I think they've got Nick's close by too.
Yeah, I mean, he's close by, but he does need to get into a position. He's gonna go down the ladder, and now he's gonna be able to influence the round. Head down, head full of steam for Naz. But there you go, Thomason opens a reroute towards the ace side. He managed to win a tough duel, and now the scout comes into fruition. Noxion is a mini lurk.
I got two things to say. Thomason, he's got to be the best at not ever having his crosshair in the right spot and still getting the kill. Actually, the greatest to ever do it. Massive adjustment, massive win, and a win that provides confidence. Me watching, Bestia could do it again.
Oh, wow. That's helpful. Try and test the outer yard once again. This time, there's actually bodies, not ghosts. I guess they're ghosts now after they get taken down. RDN, who's been so effective throughout this series, goes and clears it, but it's a false sense of security right now. You think it's covered, you think outer yard is safe. There's 3 players still ready to fight, and now nobody knows. Gafolo, surprised RDN, rotates up into his demise. And that false sense of security costs him everything. Doc and Koala.
They're gonna go, but really late. I'm so confused. This is incredibly late to the party.
Looking to get a late defuse going here. I mean, they have a kit to make it work, and they collapse in. And now Koala, he has to stick the bomb, and HE's out. Okay, he gets off of it. The HE does the trick anyways. Naz Little bank shot. Everyone in this round, in the penultimate round, falls.
That is such a confident move, but a move of desperation, too, from Sharks. You gotta respect the attempt. The victory, not there. Leading. It's Doc. He gets his first. They're already in a phenomenal position, maybe, too, to try and fight for, but Luchov just takes that space immediately. He's got no fear.
Oh, but he's got a whole lot of fight. And yeah, he gets spammed out there, a little overwhelmed. And his position already in, picks up the AK, and how many times have you had to rely on an MP9 when your back's against the wall?
Tony started this out asking about the AWP, and I think we've not seen as much of that as we thought we would. Overtime, though, seems the perfect time for that to start to happen.
Crunch time here. Wow, what a shot. Luchov. He was playing on this, on top of that big box there. Preparing himself for hitting the go button.
Yeah, but, I mean, we've gone over it so many times. This is not an A-bomb site that's easy to break through. That'll help. That'll help big time. Another spam? No! It's so close, but Cafolo lives.
That's massive. It's shaking up the defense right now. They're shifting. Off the back of that damage. Re-aggression from already inside the smoke right now. He's looking to play active. Bank. As the smoke fades, though, he sees first. Gets the jump onto RDN. Does not let that position slide here. Tough fight ahead for the op of Nyx. Another sharp connection. And make it a triple on the round. In the meantime, Koala's pressed forward into Noxie's domain. I mean, I think that's been one of Shark's biggest assets here is those quick rotates. Usually from the riflers. In that last round, though, it was the op Nyx. As I highlighted, you know, this can be such a rotation-heavy map. And as Nyx starts to feel confident and starts to read more into what the offense is doing, getting used to the sort of aggression that Bestia like to throw into the mix. Every round is a chance for him to calculate where he needs to be and win. Got a rotation down lower. Doc gets away with an opener. Luchov, a key piece.
But it's a fallback, not to a extent that he's not holding. He's still in a very forward stance. Committed. Follow. Should burn, and if he doesn't, Noxie's got his line. Oh, that's a big whiff out of RDN. Tough, but Nyx has got him. He's got the backup. The 2 for 1. HP so low. Koala goes down, but Doc, oh, the no-scope is what Noxie thought he could pull off. What he needed. Unfortunately for him, Shark's too quick with it. He did this last round of regulation with an MP9. Now he's got an AK.
Tucked and covered. Avoids a lot of the worst of the utility, but can't avoid the spam. Luchov will hunt him down. He's familiar with that move at this point and punishes. Effectively diving down, though. Oh my god, Naz could have fallen through the A1S shots. Or if he missed that jump, it could have been costly, but he's still kicking. On him for a lot of reinforcements right now. The whole cavalry towards the outer yard. Gafolo, though, walking into his demise. Quick dismiss of that play.
I feel like Sharks suffer from success. They just get a boatload of confidence off the back of these 2 rounds, and Doc trying to transition that into a kill shot. Needs him to make a bit of an aggressive play. Nyx trying to fight for space that they've already lost out in yard. Loses his life, tapped away, and RDN falls. It's all Koala. And up elevated in the rafters, no one falls for Bestia. At the very least, they get a single round on their T side.
Had to lean on a lot of clutches. They had that as a luxury. But later down the line, they started to win some very good defensive rounds.
I feel like Sharks are getting a new lease on life, though. It's T side that I think we both agreed. They actually didn't look bad in, despite the scoreline might suggest that. They're able to do a lot with a little. Now they have everything. So much damage, and it's twice over. Doc gets some Damage done and all the way back. How is Pink surviving? He'll take the fight now that he has some support. Naz gets the trade. Out and gone like a ghost in the night. He stays to survive. One last fright, and that is losing his teammates' bodies stacked around him. And the Molotov will finally push him out into the open.
And in a flurry, Noxie found himself last man standing.
I mean, an escape.
Oh, he's gonna go for the late defuse.
Very little. That's what I was about to say.
There's no point in holding on here. You lose 2 rounds, it's over.
That's right. Cares about, you know, third round, no op money. Will end up losing his life. Yeah.
That's a round survived right there, and that's good for the HLTV rating.
Tell that to Naz. I rest my case.
Luchov, one of the biggest defenders. The first half is leveled out as they fight for their life. Sharks are so geared up to hit this A-bomb site. Look at this position from Gafolo. Wants to enter in.
But it might all be a ruse, actually.
Nope.
Bombs towards ramp currently.
Massive rush. They catch Noxie out in the open. That is brutal. Is up sidelined. And this round starting to fall to pieces here as our Bestia's chances on Nuke. Gafolo slides out of the hut eventually. Thomason, as you said, snappy with his aim. You get his crosshair where it needs to be, no matter where it is. Another kill. Thomason keeping them alive here, but it's all on the shoulders of Pank here. The new guy on the block versus Doc. There's a Molotov. The bomb is not quite planted for him, and Pank will secure the 1v3. That's how Bestia stay alive. They're not giving up just yet. Now that's one you're gonna be really happy about at the end of the night there, especially if you come out on top and you stay alive in the playoffs. Your Bestia. And now you have a crazy move from Koala jumping into the fight. This is a matchup that Thomason can't overcome, and now Pank, his clutch efforts gonna be put to waste here if they can't manage to fight through the 5v2. They've come flooding in to the open arms of Sharks, who bounce back with fury, and they're ready to close out this map.
Well, a returning Pank in the clutch. How about Luchov? Quiet second half.
Oh.
And he's got to do it on his lonesome. Surely not. Oh, and the first fight doesn't quite go to plan. Down to 15 HP. It's over. With Gafolo to put the final nail in the coffin. He's almost at 30 in overtime. And it's a close, a 16-14 close. With Sharks out on top, Bestia